Police officers are the ones members of the public look to keep them safe. But now it's the police who are looking for help. The pressures of the job becoming too much for some of them. These officers in Marseille are in mourning for two of their colleagues who killed themselves this week. 27 others have done the same so far this year. Others stood outside police stations and the Interior Ministry in Paris.
I myself hope my children do not ever become police officers because all their lives they will suffer insults, bullying and a lack of recognition. I can't accept that for my children. I can't.
Working conditions for police officers in some of the country's main cities have been described as difficult. And some say the Yellow Vest protests, which began last November in response to rising fuel costs but quickly became a campaign against the government, have added to the pressures. While the vast majority of demonstrations have been peaceful, there have been outbreaks of violence and cases of anti-police chants. Already under stress from a number of terror attacks and a 2-year-long state of emergency, officers face long working hours and struggle to get paid for overtime. A government report reveals French police have a suicide rate 36% higher than the general population. Already this year, the number of officers who've taken their own lives is double the figure from the same time last year, and police unions fear if action is not taken now, 2019 could see more suicides than in 1996, when 70 officers died.
Merci.
The government says it's setting up a special unit later this month to try and tackle the problem and prevent more deaths.
There's a passion for the uniform. It's extraordinary. But there is pressure, and we obviously need to heed the warning cries that become, through these individual suicides, cries of the collective.
But the police don't feel protected by the government, and the Yellow Vest protesters don't think the government is listening to them. It's a delicate balancing act on the streets of French cities. Andrew Chappelle, Al Jazeera.